You go, King. You go, King. You made that horror movie. You made it. Absolutely legendary. Absolutely legendary. They can never make me hate you, Shyamalan.
They just do this normally. I can't stop them.
You have no idea how good The Sixth Sense was.
Nobody said The Sixth Sense doesn't exist. It's just that it doesn't make up for all of Shyamalan's other mistakes.
You go, King.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between. Sadly, what you're seeing here is something that we see a lot of in this industry: Shyamalan desperation.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. The last Airbender movie you did, it wasn't that bad.
Dude, you're gonna get shot! M. Night Shyamalan, one of the greatest one-hit wonder directors out there. He just had to release The Happening. In 1999, M. Night Shyamalan didn't just make a directorial debut, he made the directorial debut. The Sixth Sense was a huge hit and showcased Shyamalan's greatest attribute to his storytelling: insane as hell twists. The twist here, I mean, nowadays it's just so known that you could put it on a shirt, but in 1999 it had to be with The Usual Suspects as one of the biggest twists of the time. And then you guessed it, he never made a good twist or good movie again. Occasionally we get something like Unbreakable or Knock at the Cabin or Nepotism, but for maybe 80% of this man's career, he has made some duds. As I mentioned, Unbreakable in 2000 was so good, and even had two continuations in 2016 and 2019. And then Signs came out in 2002, and while it's gained a following over the years, and I can certainly say it's not a bad movie, the twist was a little strange. So here's this.
Spoiler!
The aliens come to Earth, but are met harshly with their weakness, water. That would be a great twist if, I don't know, the planet they tried to invade wasn't Earth. That's like them being allergic to cringe and then trying to invade YouTube Shorts. What did you think was going to happen? Village in 2004 was also just kind of okay. Again, like Signs, it wasn't bad, but it didn't hit the same as Shyamalan's debut film. And then 2006 to 2013 happened. Lady in the Water, just a disaster of a film. The Happening.
What? No!
Need I say more? The Last Air, I'm not... And After Earth. Thank God this happened. I was worried people were starting to think Jaden Smith could act. Since 2015 with The Visit, however, he's gotten, not better, but tolerable. His movies usually aren't nearly as unwatchable, and I dare say he actually had somewhat a decent film with Knock at the Cabin last year.
He did it. He finally did it.
He released Trap!
You know the butcher? The freaking nut job that goes around just chopping people up?
Trap is the latest in M. Night Shyamalan's career, starring Josh Hartnett and Ariel Donahue, and marks Shyamalan's third film of the decade, following Old in 2021 and Knock at the Cabin in 2023. As always, we got good stuff and bad stuff, so here we go.
It's a trap!
A father named Cooper, played by Josh Hartnett, is taking his daughter Riley, played by Ariel Donahue, to a concert for a popular artist named Lady Raven, who I just found out is played by Shyamalan's daughter Salika? That's kinda cool. But it turns out the entire concert is a trap for a killer known as the Butcher. And I really can't explain the plot further without spoilers, but it's pretty clear with the trailer, Cooper is said Butcher. And he works to escape as discreetly and as quietly as possible.
It's a trap!
This is a movie where the first half is easily the best half. The entire film at the concert is some really suspenseful and interesting setups. The daughter is surprisingly believable. Look, my sister was a BTS fanatic. I get this reaction to a person who has no idea you exist. With that, despite being Shyamalan's daughter, Salika does pretty alright here. She actually has the best acting in the movie, which, as you'll see, that's not too much of a standard, but still. Lady Raven is a very believable artist. There's been plenty of artists this is clearly trying to tribute. Taylor Swift, BTS, you know, the ones that people go insane for just by seeing them approach the stage. I actually argue the respective songs Lady Raven sings in the first half of this film amplify some of the film's strongest moments. Also, I just found out recently, Salika is actually a published artist. Like, she has music and everything. Honestly, she's got some good stuff. Check it out. She has music from Shyamalan's show Servant, alongside an album called Seance, and of course the Lady Raven album for this movie. And I know you guys are probably mad about the spoiler, but really, it isn't terribly hidden, and it's not the major twist that changes the movie. We'll get to that, but the Shyamalan writing, both good and bad, is still present, and that really is a staple of Shyamalan's work. The colors are also used very well. Reds to amplify Cooper's reaction, deep blacks to amplify suspenseful scenes. Even the basic scenes like when he's talking to the merch guy, the colors really amplify what's going on and creates a very eerie atmosphere. Honestly, next to his best twists, that's one of Shyamalan's best attributes to his films. He's able to play with colors and make the scene that much more unsettling. Sadly, I gotta badmouth this movie because holy shit, there's some bad stuff here.
It's a trap!
Holy crap, Josh Hartnett might rival Mark Wahlberg from The Happening as the worst actor in a Shyamalan movie. It is crazy how anybody couldn't pick up that this man was a serial killer. The way he smiles, the way he talks. I cannot believe this was the acting Shyamalan made an otherwise mad talented actor like Hartnett use. Hartnett, my beloved, don't think this makes me forget Black Hawk Down, alright? That being said, the last half of this movie is awful. Like, most of the time it's just random scene, big moment, cut to another scene and repeat. Some scenes even feel redundant, like Lady Raven is in this for a lot longer than I thought she was. Once the concert is out of the picture, just know that's when the movie really goes downhill. The film isn't even scary or suspenseful, and with how this jackass acts sometimes, you want him to get caught. It's insane to me that the guy who made the chilling Sixth Sense has completely lost what it means to make a thriller. The twist, really dumb. Like, really dumb. It's not nearly aliens being allergic to water or the Happening twist, but considering how they could have done this, I feel kinda gypped this was the twist from the master of twist. And a big thing I saw in Carson's Letterboxd review, and it's honestly the best way you can sum up this movie, he stated, "You gotta wonder if M. Night Shyamalan has ever had a conversation with a human being." Yeah, why do so many of these actors talk like they've never had a normal human conversation? Mark Wahlberg in The Happening, anyone from Old, James McAvoy in Glass, Josh Hartnett in this. It seems like Shyamalan directing his actors goes as far as, look, you are the serial killer, you're guilty as fuck, do like 2% effort to hide it.
It's a trap!
I really could have not watched this movie and felt the exact same before and after. There is nothing to this film. Like, you can go and see it for the Shyamalan trademarks, but you aren't missing much. The only trap this is the one for the audience. A snore and a cringe fest throughout.
You know what? After Earth had some depth to it, right? After Earth! Ah! Got him!
What a twist!